Hello 300 class, hope you had a great Easter holiday. We're going to start with some basics tonight, some hand techniques for second cue and for first cue. And then we're going to get into some kata waza, some combinations from katas that I feel would be a good segment for you to work on, some from Kankudai. And keep in mind these videos are meant to augment what you're doing in the Zoom class. So make sure you're doing the Zoom class number one priority, and then also use these videos in between classes to catch up or see what we're going to be doing next. So we're going to start with first cue technique. This is a 4-knuckle punch, which means you're using the front knuckles to strike with. So you want your hand position this way with the 4 fingers tucked in tight, the thumb on the side of the hand, and you want to make sure this is lined up in the back really flat, okay? So practice both hands, just doing that for a minute if it's new for you. Then you also want to squeeze them tight side to side. So make your fighting stance and try it. Ready, twist, each and back, knee and back, sun and back. Now also make sure it's in a full fist here, and then by the time it gets out there, you have to make that shape. One more, go, and switch sides. Let's try it, 4-knuckle punch or Hurricane Zuki, each and back, knee, possibly to the throat or sternum and back, or ribs is a great target, sun and back, sheep. Good. Next is the scissors punch. So for the basic arm movement, swing the arms out, circle them to the hip, and then double punch out. Think of this like 2 close punches forward. Again, up, around, and forward. And all of that is quick, and you step forward. Each, knee. Make sure your body's straight ahead, not twisting. Okay, kaite, ready, each, knee, sun, and turn. Good. All right, next you're gonna need room side to side. Don't hurt yourself any dog toys there. So scooping block, start with your arms out this side, and then step your right leg out, scoop, and drop down. Let's do that again. So remember, you're going to turn your hip to execute the block. The block is actually here with the forearm, and then you strike down with like a back fist strike. All right, let's do it again. Scoop and block. Again, scoop and block. Now try it from yoi, and you have to go into it quickly. The hikate is at the very end when you twist your hip. So ready, each. Back, knee. Good. Try the other side now. So start here, step out, forearm does the block, and hikate on the back fist. Forearm, hikate. 2 times, ready? H, and knee. Now stay here, stretch for the opposite side now, and step back. You want to make sure it's a big enough step so you can turn your body all the way to the other side, like that. Stretch, turn, stretch, turn. Good, move up. Let's try a few fast now. So start over here, step each, and knee, sun, chi, go. Good. If that's hard for you, go back, rewind it, do it a couple times, because that's a very awkward movement, especially if it's new. Now, moving on is the hooking wrist block. Start by standing and just hook across your face as you switch. Other hand will close tight, other hand will open. So you want your thumb on the side, of course a hooked wrist or bent wrist. Make sure it's clearing in front of your face as you do it. And if you notice, the next one, this is actually a block as well. A block once, block twice, across. Once, twice. Think of like a palm heel to a hooking wrist. Palm heel to hook. Okay, so now we're stepping forward with that. So get some space. And each, knee, sun, chi. Good. That's the hooking wrist block. Couple more for you. We're going to start with the large U-punch next. So start with your hands on this side of your body and step forward, turn your hip back, rotate in, and curve the arms. You want to make sure that the arms aren't straight. That's a common thing I see. You want to have this elbow bent up above your head and this one's down low by your hip. So they create a simultaneous punch. You don't want one out more than the other. So chamber again, and step, and push. Then chamber, twist back, step and push. One more, in and out. Turn, ready, each. Knee, sun, she. Good. And yame. You double check, make sure that's everything. One more, the tiger mouth strike. So make a fighting stance. Should be really simple. You're gonna strike to the throat with the hook of the hand. That first knuckles your line right down the wrist. And don't let it bend back. Try to have it extended. And back, knee. And back, sun. Switch sides. Each. Koko uchi. Knee. One more, sun. Good. Yummy. All right. So now we're going to get into that kata sequence from Kankudai, and I would love to work on starting a high-low block, and you're going to bring the rear hand up as you block with the front hand. That block is kind of a hidden block, so it's going to come up this way, but imagining that as a block from an attack to your face. So when we turn around the kata, it looks more like this, but when you're starting from here, it just comes up. So up and twist. Then front kick, knee high, land with your leaning stance, twist your hip. So that hand has to come down, and you twist, and then slow low block. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now if you take this part from the kata, we start at spear hand. I'm going to do this from the back here. And now this hand you see has to come 1, 2. Now you can see that type of block I was talking about. You see? Comes around from the bottom. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. Okay? So practice that piece of the kata and then make sure you put it into the kata. So try the whole thing and make sure that piece is done properly. So good job tonight. Enjoy what's left of your Easter, and we'll see you soon. Class dismissed.